Hey guys, John here and welcome back to NASCAR 06 Total Team Control. Alright, so today we have ourselves a race at Richmond in Nationwide where we'll be starting last, I think. Yeah, because the truck race superseded the qualifying. So we'll be starting last, which is not a good thing necessarily for us, but we'll see how it goes. And then if I have time, which I assume I probably will, we will head off to Lowe's Motor Speedway for a second nationwide race. So, yeah, without further ado, let's do it. Alright, tweak the setup the best that I know how without having any actual time in the car. And we're going to see how this goes for us. Our teammates qualified 8th, I think, was one, and 15th is the other, so we'll try to help them if we get up front, but we got to get ourselves up there first. Alright. Once again, you got to get a feel for things between Heat 2 and, oh god, Heat 2 and Dirt to Daytona. I've been playing a lot of different kinds of racing styles. Somehow I got into that inside wall there, and that was bad. Not a good first lap at all. Let's try not to do that again. Okay, car's a little all over the place at the moment, but again, I'm probably more than anything struggling with just the feel of how these cars drive. People don't probably understand that don't try playing a lot of different games at the same time. Like, you know, they might stick with one for a long time and then switch or whatever, but for like content creators who do a lot of different games, they might seem similar, but man, I'm making a lot of people mad. Especially with racing games, there's always subtle differences in how, whoa, God, how the controls feel. And man, this car is all over the place. You know, balance of cars and grip levels and just steering sensitivity, and there's just so many things that are different. So yeah, really challenging. I say that as we march through the field pretty quickly here, despite how badly I'm driving, but I mean, you know, we do, oh yeah, we do have a pretty good car. We've proven that. We've won races. But on top of that, this is Richmond, and I almost always do well here. And I think it's kind of a notorious thing that the AI, the AI isn't great here. Like, at least compared to you, the AI tends to run a little slower at Richmond usually. Oh, okay. That was almost a big crash. But anyway, if you have a decent car, you'll find that you run better here than most tracks, or at least position-wise, and it's because, I think, at least, typically the AI is slower here. But as much as we've been using up our equipment here, trying to get to the front, we may struggle a little bit to get to the lead and then check out, but I'm not really thinking that's going to be much of an issue. I think we'll be alright. Excuse me, Newman. Alright. But yeah, so it's actually been a while since I recorded this too, so on top of the different play styles, it's been a bit too, because I recorded those other episodes basically at the same time, and then took some time to deal with the other games, and also the issues that I had with my computer, which left me unable to record for several days beyond that. So just, you know, getting a feel for things again. But look who we're up here with. Feels like it's almost always these guys, right? We have Vickers back there and behind us, and there's Bobby Labonte and Clint Boyer, and it's just always these guys. Always these guys. And he's not mad at me. I remember a time when Bobby Labonte was pretty mad at me. Maybe it may have not even been this playthrough. Maybe that was in the old playthrough. I don't know. I just remember there was a time when he was not keen on me. Same with Boyer. But times they are a-changing, it would seem. Race these guys clean and try to get to the lead without any issues. And yes, I know I enter way too low there, but with how early they break, it's the easiest way to make passes. So let's see if we can check out a bit. If so, I would like to go back and help Tony Raines. If we could check out a bit anyway. I don't want to risk it, you know, too much here. And the funny thing is, we may actually not be as good out in front. I've noticed this is an issue sometimes with me, is that I'm so used to driving in deep and having somebody to lean on or whatever, and once I get out in front, that just doesn't work very well. I've been trying to get better about it, I really have. I've been trying to adjust my lines, I've been trying not to drive in too deep and things like that, but it just proves to be difficult for me, I find. Also, even though it's a short track, he's close enough to get a draft, and then video game logic, even at a short track, well, I mean, in the real world to an extent. A little bit of draft is better than no draft at all, obviously, but in video games they get a bit more of an advantage from it than you would get in real life. So if once we get a gap on him, that'll help a lot, because he just won't be able to pull up on us that way. Alright, well, I think that's good, but before I go back, I just want to make sure if there's some sort of caution or something that I'm going to be getting the pit stuff that I want. So no repair. Yeah, honestly, I think I'll just leave all that where it is. That should do. That should do. Alright, so let's jump back to Tony Raines, who is in 12th. Picked up a few spots since he started, although I think I may have helped with that by opening the door for him there as I went by, but try to get him into the top 10. As per usual, I don't really care anything about John Hamilton, frick that guy, but I am trying to help Tony Raines get a bunch of points so that maybe when he loses the car, which I assume is gonna happen at some point. Usually Tony Stewart drives at least a few races, I thought. So whenever that happens, he's gonna lose a bunch of points, unfortunately. So I'm trying to get him as many as possible so that he can have a good year-end points thing. Okay. It's going pretty well so far. Looks like Boyer is catching my car though, and possibly passing it for the lead right now. So I should probably do something about that. He did lead that lap. Well, that sucks. So the AI not driving that car as well as I was, unfortunately. Let's get Raines up here. I mean, honestly, I don't have to immediately take the lead back, I guess. Not the end of the world, I suppose. Maybe I could just drive up and get Tony Raines the lead a couple laps, and then worry about my car. Because it ain't going nowhere, and I know it's fast enough to drive back up to the front. Tony Raines' car feels better than mine handling-wise, if I'm being real. Yeah. I think he's got the better car. So that's interesting. My car looked like it was getting challenged there a little bit, but fell back off. I wonder if I could help my car get past Boyer. Oh, there are people pitting already. That's interesting. Nothing I hate more than a bunch of traffic when pitting. Maybe we'll just let our car do its own pit stop. That way if we smurf up Reigns, well, I'm sorry, but it's not as crucial at least. Boy, you're gonna hit pit road. Doesn't look like it this time. Neither did my car. Some people pit so early. I'm not sure when I hit halfway on fuel though. It's a little confusing. Wasn't paying attention, I guess. Or it was during the swap and I didn't hear it. I don't know which. But I'm pretty sure we can make it to halfway. Shouldn't be an issue. I wonder if I could risk taking 2 tires for Reigns. I mean, we're not showing any tire wear yet. I feel like his car is so much better than mine. But I was thinking it would give him a big advantage on the track. And then I could try to run him down with my car and we'll see where things end up. Yeah, we're definitely running fast lap times right now too. Older tires not hurting, although like I said, they're not showing any actual wear yet, so it's debatable. But Reigns definitely has the speed right now, that's for sure. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the NASCAR Heat 2. I ended up changing the schedule around so that there was Dirt to Daytona on Thursday, Heat 2 on Friday and Saturday, and then this is back on Sunday because I felt like it was the best time slot for it. But one thing I've noticed is that the views on all this series are lower, almost as if, like, this game always got over 100 views, sometimes 200, and I've noticed lately that it's not really doing that, and that worries me. So, like, if you're watching this in the comments, let me know, is there something that you're not enjoying about it, and do you have any ideas on what could be done? I know, you know, you might prefer the, I guess I should probably pit, huh? I should set his settings too. I know you probably would prefer, oh wait, his settings stay the same, never mind. Dumb. I hope that means my car isn't going to get damaged or repaired, because that's going to take a while. Anyway, some of you might, I'm going to go one more lap actually, but some of you might prefer if I edited the races a bit to cut out like the long, slow portions. Because I used to do that back in the day, and I explained why I don't anymore. I just don't, I don't know. I just don't know if it's the best thing, you know? For my time and all that, as I explained before. But anyway, let's get this pit stop done. I realize now that I didn't actually do the 2-tire strategy that I talked about, but on the whole, it's probably for the best. I imagine those tires were just about to show up as wearing, and last thing we need is no grip on the lefts there. Probably would not be good. So I'm just gonna stay with reins for now until we cycle through. I imagine my car is gonna be pitting soon, but until Boyer comes in, we're trapped a lap down. So please no cautions. Please no cautions. But yeah, let's see how this shakes out. I imagine we'll still come out with the lead given how fast this car is, but I guess we'll find out. And then we'll see where our car is. Our car inherited the lead back. Still has not pitted. But yeah, last thing we need is a caution, so we got to be real careful when dealing with all these people. I'm feeling this guy hasn't pitted yet, so I'm going to try to be careful. Yep. My car is on pit road as well as the leader, which means we get our lap back right now. There is Boyer, who is actually going to come out ahead of me, which means he had a better pit stop. So he will inherit the lead. Well, actually, the 116 has inherited the lead for the moment. And there is my car. Looks like he's going to come out about third in the running, maybe fourth, depending on when he gets up to speed. No, can't tell. Yeah, it looks like he's third. Or my car is third currently. Alright. 116 car still has yet to pit. Maybe now? No. 116 car pushing the field much farther than I would have ever thought it possible to push. That's interesting. I feel like I need to jump back to my car here in a minute because it's going to be really far back. I wanted to get ahead of Boyer with reins, but I'm not sure that's even going to be possible. 116 car is still not pitted. Could get a run to the inside here. This is dangerous entry, but it's, as I said, the best way of outbreaking them is if you can make that work. And right now I've got all the grip in the world. I will switch back to my car as soon as I'm sure. Clear. This guy is still not pitting. What the heck, man? Seems like a good spot. And yeah, they didn't fix the damage. I see car's beat up pretty good, but that's okay. We'll drive away from these guys now that we're in control. So we're going to utilize the deeper entry and all that. So, oh, don't get on the apron, you idiot. Let's see if we can. Oh, that was okay. Not good. Just a scuff, a long scuff, but not good. See if we can actually catch these guys with what? 15 to go? 16? So, let's see if we can catch them. The 116 car is still out in front, which tells me that... Did he pit and only take 2 tires, and that's why he was up there? Because he could not have gone this far on fuel, right? Is he, like, legitimately leading the race after pitting? Did he just take 2 tires and that's what happened? Maybe. Anyway, I was talking about earlier, before all this nonsense happened, about views being lower and stuff like that. I'm also wondering if it's just because I'm putting up so much content that the views are getting split up. Like, maybe you guys watch one thing and not the other now? Is that what it is? Like I said, just if you have any thoughts on it, let me know. I really don't think it's the editing that's driving people away, because if people felt like the race was dragging on, they would think that after they've already started watching the episode. You know what I mean? They would the views would still be there. It would just, the retention would be low. You know what I mean? So I have to think that it's more than that. I have to think that it's perhaps just oversaturation. Like, instead of 2 videos a week, there's 4, and you're more interested in Heat 2 right now, maybe, or Dirt to Daytona, or you're just all kind of split, and so that's why they're all getting about the same views. They're just lower than what I'm used to for this stuff. Thing is, if this channel can't grow, it's debatable as to, you know, the viability of it, because I got more views, for example, NASCAR 06 on my main channel than I've ever gotten here. I was just hoping eventually it would get to that point, and then it never really did. I added in all these other things, and they've done okay, but again, not that great compared to what it used to be. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's totally worth it. Oh, are we 3 wide? Oh, drifted up into him. Could not help it. Go, dude. Okay. I might have to get underneath you, Reigns. Hold me up, somebody. I think this is the 116 car! Holy freaking crap! What the heck was that? Are you kidding me? He just freaking... He just made a beeline across the track and just wiped me out, dude. There was some sort of glitch with him. He shouldn't have been up there, should he? I'll bet that's what it was. Are we going to inherit the lead now? Wait. What is happening? Oh, it's doing this weird cutscene thing again. And yes, we have inherited the lead now. Oh. Alright, I'm actually going to go high and let Reigns go because I'm not getting good launches there. Oh, gosh. Now that's a caution. My car is so destroyed. Yeah. Warrior was to my inside and just caught my quarter panel and yep. No, we're fine. Alright. Let's try not to get such bad restarts. Oh, Bob Labonte. There we go. We're fine. Everything's fine now. Oh, there's only 1 lap left. Or 2 laps left. Just realized that was a lot of laps we lost under those cautions. Alright. Can we get by Tony Reigns? I wanna. Dang it. Stupid car pushed. Dive. Dang it. Tony Reigns, you son of a gun. Alright, cool. I mean, whatever. We've won a lot of races. Sure. I wanted that win. I really wanted that win after what happened to that stupid 116 car. Oh, that was so close. That was so freaking close. What was the margin of victory? 0.068. Ah, 0.06 of a second. Okay. We actually tied for laps led too, which is ridiculous. And we didn't even get most? Wait, what? Who got most? Don't tell me it was that 116 car. No, it was Boyer. Boyer, who finished 35th, and the 116 car, who finished 36th. That's not good for Boyer's points at all. We'll look at the rest of the guys here. Hamilton hung in there where he started, etc. Alright, well, we went from last to the front pretty quick, and then shenanigans prevented us from winning, and our teammate had just enough speed to beat us to the line. That 116 card basically cost us the race, but oh well. Good for you, Reigns. Good for you. Well done. What up? Charity event. Don't care. When is it actually? It's right now, basically. It does help our prestige, I think. Is it prestige or just fans? Or both? I don't know. It might be. You know, I really don't have... That was a longer race than I expected, and that would also be very long. 50 laps at Charlotte. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this race, and I'm only going to show like the beginning and end of it. And that'll be the episode, and then next time we'll head to Charlotte and Levi Strauss. So let's run this charity race, and like I said, I'll show you the beginning and the end. Alright, 9 trucks, 50 laps at UPS. Whoa. Got us, Bobby Hamilton Sr., we got Ron Hornaday. Oh, this truck is tighter than I thought it would be. We got Bill Esther, Chad Chaffin, Brandon Witt, Kevin Harvick, Terry Cook, and Chase Montgomery. So basically, the usual top guys minus some of the fictional dudes that run up front, like John Hamilton. So yeah. Ooh, okay. This truck's very tight. Trying to get a little grip down there on the apron and could not find any. Okay. It's fast, it's just very tight. Really feather that throttle underneath these guys, or else we're gonna be in a bit of trouble. Terry Cook with a crossover that I thought was gonna get him up underneath us. Almost. Oh, he's right on our bumper. Get underneath Harvick. And it's freaking Bill Esther. Menace to society. In real life, in video games, this guy is nothing but trouble, always. I don't think I ever really forgave him for almost killing David Rudiman that one time. Like, he caused a lot of crashes and a lot of cautions that cost people races, but the one that always stuck in my craw the most was when he crashed David Rudiman and injured him that time. That one I did not. Boy. That one I was not okay with. Oh, frick you. Oh, frick you. Okay. So that just happened. That was a thing that literally just happened. But, like I said, I was just going to show the beginning and the end of this. But the beginning ended up being a little more exciting than I thought. Let's try to get out in front here, if we can. This truck is so tight, and it feels like it's getting progressively tighter somehow. Oh, got to stick there a little bit, so we got to run. And we are clear into the lead. Let's see if we can possibly pull away for a bit. Alright. down to the last few laps here, and as you can see, we've managed to pull away. There was one point where I definitely messed up a corner real bad, and Harvick got back up under me. We raced side by side for a bit, passed him clean again, and he actually got the ally icon over his head, so all that clean racing does pay off. The more you race these guys clean, the more they like it, and the more respect they give you, too, which is nice. It's not always easy to do. But yeah, we got into a rhythm here, pulled away, and pretty much all that's happened. Like I said, they had one run at me where I messed up a corner, and Harvick and Hornaday were there, but after that, it was it. Bring it around here to 2 to go. I'm definitely running a much smoother, less aggressive line, but it's actually still really fast laps, so you can't complain about that. Should not get on the apron. Probably not a good idea. And yeah, bring it around here to end this race. I see the tail end of the field up there. There we go. Not too shabby, but it was just a charity race, so it's not like we're gonna get points or money for it, but I guess we'll get some respect, yeah? And we did get some respect from Harvick too, so that's good. Alright, look at the results real quick. We led 37 of 50. Montgomery led 1. Harvick led 6. Lester led 4. Terry Cook led 2. And that's that. Lester, after we took him out, ended up finishing 7th. I don't know what happened to Harvick. Just faded away at the end. But either way, let's move on, shall we? Prestige, fans, hero points, yeah. And we're going to end things off here looking at the nationwide standings. We now hold a 214-point lead over our teammate, Tony Raines. So, he probably gained a few points on us since he beat us, but still. We're at the top. Kenny Wallace, Bobby Labonte, Clint Boyer, John Hamilton, etc. So what this tells me, I still think that Raines is going to get taken out at some point, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Even though Stewart is part of the team and will drive that car, I assume that's what's going to happen. But it hasn't happened yet because Raines hasn't missed a race yet, so I don't know. But let's just assume he's not an obstacle for the points. Then we're really sitting at a 301-point lead, which, talking about before, having enough points to miss a race so that we could keep the truck championship is big. We would also need to miss, I think, 1 or 2 others, though, and so we need to build up the points in this so that we have a cushion as well. Unless we can build up like a 380-point lead or something. Which we could do, I suppose, but yeah. And then bear in mind with all of this that we're sitting at freaking legend difficulty, and I'm talking about building up a 390-point lead that would enable us to skip 2 races and still win a championship. So yeah. This is the thing. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, hammer that like button, share with your friends, subscribe if you're new to join the Wolfpack, and I will see you next time for more NASCAR 06. Bye.